Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are, but we are here on the UN Day for Peace Time. So this is at this time, wherever you are, whatever time you have, the time we have now is the 2020 International Day of Peace. Please, can we just clap your hand to welcome the 2020 International Day of Peace? Thank you so much for your time. Incidentally, I have to really tell you that this event is miraculous in the sense that it was not planned. There was no idea to do this event, but it was on Sunday night. Laugh at that. There's something wrong with this one called that. She's very crazy. On Sunday night, the Marshal Barbara said that what have Nigerians done that the 1,000 were just forgetting them, nothing is happening. Blah. I felt so bad. And I told her we'll do something on Tuesday. So that was the birth of this event. And I'm so glad that the wonderful speakers and the attendees, I don't know how to thank you because it's just too sudden for you to agree to be at this event. So, which means that you are already in for the campaign on global peace, you know. So I'm so glad to have you guys. And it is very, very important that no matter the time, no matter the preparation, no matter what we think, the most important thing is that we all have agreed to have the International Day of Peace under the platform of 1,000 Women in Religion for Peace. 1,000 Women in Religion for Peace is an initiative of Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministry to align or to join with the United Nations 2030 agenda. The Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministry has been in ECOSOC, starting with the Economic and Social Council at the UN since 2014. And it's when the 2030 Development Agenda came up in 2016, they launched this initiative of 1,000 Women in Religion for Global Peace. And they adopted SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and whatever. So they adopted that and decided to take the message of the United Nations to religion. We're not talking about Christian, we are talking about religion. Wherever the religion, whichever religion you are, that is what we are doing. And also to expand knowledge from the pulpit, because even though the United Nations as a policy-making organization is aligned to government, but religion is, we are part of government. So we need to address those issues. We need to be aware of what is going on. And being a religious organization, world religion, we are also committed to addressing peace. Whatever religion, that through evangelism, through apostolic job, through administration, through whatever religion style you have, there is need for us to belong to the need for peace. And that is why this thing came on. And it was launched at the UN since 2016. And we have been trying to focus on this agenda of peace. So it becomes very, very unpleasant that a day like 2020 Day of Peace, there is no single program, even though the global president has spoken in some international events on 1,000 women, but that is as a partner to the event or as an invited guest. So I want to appreciate Marshal Barbara for pushing the key that something has to be done for Nigeria. And I'm glad that we are happening to do that. So I thank you for that spirit. And I thank you for calling me at 2 a.m. American time to tell me that we forgot you people. So I think it was at 2 or 3 a.m. So that's why that was what led to some mistake, the error we have in the login details that affected some of us this morning. So thank you so much for this. And with that saying that, I want the media director to ignite action to ring the bell, show us the bell of peace that the Secretary General of the United Nations actually rang for the world on Monday night, on Sunday night. That's early morning of Monday. So thank you. And before that, we are looking at this program. We have to look at 1,000 women in religion for global peace and the 2030 agenda. We have to look at the keynote speakers. Keynote speakers, we address women in religion shaping peace together. And we have some of our men who are here to also talk to us as women in that event. So I want to appreciate some of those that ignited action to this event, the organizations that brought in action to this event. And I want to appreciate the Center for SDG Global Education. I thank God for the media director, who is also here from Abuja, trying to direct. I want to thank Ms. Caricom Foundation and UNESCO Institute of Fashion Education. They're also here, always supporting. And SETPATH organization in Lagos is also here. And of course, the mother platform for this 1,000 women in religion, Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministry. So I thank you guys for that. So Tony, please, can you ring the bell for us?
Peace is never a given. It is an aspiration that is only as strong as our conviction and only as durable as our hope. It can take decades, even centuries, to build peaceful, stable societies. But peace can be squandered in an instant by reckless, devising policies and approaches. 75 years ago, the United Nations was founded with the overriding goal of preventing war and promoting peace. Since then, we have deepened our knowledge on how to fulfill that noble mission. We have solid evidence that human rights, respect for the rule of law, access to justice and opportunities for all are the building blocks for peaceful communities and societies.
Today we stand separated and masked. The pandemic has brought unexpected levels of misery and hardship to many. But it is the most vulnerable who suffered most and still suffering, both in conflict and at the hands of this disease.
Do you want to master machine learning and skyrocket your career? My name is Kirill Ermenko, and I've helped thousands of people just...
So everyone, we're just listening to the peace bell. So the moderator, Dr. Ada, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Tony. Without wasting much time, I want to invite the Global President of 1,000 Women in Religion, Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Sadat Lawal, to give us a special guest speech and get the program started. Ambassador, you have 15 minutes as a guest speaker. And now I'm counting.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you already said half of what I need to say, so it will be very fast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever we are in the world. I really thank each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Toyin Lawal. You can call me Shadiat too. That's one of my first names. So people are asking, are you there? I said, I'm there. I'm still the same Shadiat. I want to thank each and every one of you. I thank Dr. Ada, Chief Operating Officer for 1,000 Women in Religion for Global Peace. Brother Tony, I cannot even imagine how much thanks that we owe you. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. This is really a privilege and an honor and an opportunity to be here this morning. I know it wasn't easy for each and every one of us this year, especially, with the pandemic going on around the world. But I thank you for all your sacrifice. My deepest appreciation to all the global marshals that are here with us this morning, Marshal Barbara, Marshal Dokos, Marshal Charity, Marshal Ayodele, and also all the panelists and the attendees, people that call all the way from Nigeria. I appreciate each and every one of you. His Excellency, Dr. Devon Bannister, thank you. Marshal Monica, thank you. I can go on and be thanking everybody. It's just my humble beginning here that God has brought us so far, 1,000 women in religion for the last 4 years. It has been really, really a good road. This year, even though we have pandemic, we have gone so many opportunities. We have done a lot in each chapter. And if you can share my slide, it's okay. If not, I can just go through it on my own here. Some of the activities that we have done in alignment with 2030 agenda and also in alignment with the vision and the mission of 1,000 women in religion for global peace. Brother Tony, are you able to share my screen?
Yes, sorry, I don't have your slide here, but I can allow you to share your screen from there.
Okay, that's fine. It's just a brief, just to show the work that we have done. I believe it was 2019 when we launched the Gateway Agenda. And after the launching, each chapter was called into action. What are we gonna do for global peace? And I really, really thank God for Marshal Barbara standing up and saying, yes, we have to do something this year. All the time, most of the things that we have done, let me try and share my screen so you can see it. I will be quick, I have only a few minutes. I will quickly go to the mission of 1,000 women in religion for global peace. One of our focus is Woman a Day. What is this program about is to evangelize for peace in our community, in our place of work, and also in our family. Peace begins within. I spoke about this yesterday. Another part of our mission is to meet up with Peace Talk Fellowship. That is, we gather some women together to talk and share their experiences, observation, what it is to go through things at home so that we have some conversation going on regarding peace. We also have what we call We Push. With this program, We Push, women will stand together and ensure that their voices are loud and clear, especially on conflicts and war. And we also share success story. Just to go back a little bit to what Dr. Ada has just spoken about our alignment with 2030 agenda. We are focusing on the 5 P's, and peace is one of those items that we are focusing on, and partnership as well. The 5 P's together stand with our mission and our vision, and that is why we chose SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. And with this in mind, what are we able to do? We started peace conversation, 1,000 women for global peace around the world. Honest dialogue will bring our hearts together each and every day. And we also participate in International Day of Peace. And that is what we are doing today. We started yesterday. And our goal is that we seek the spirit of peace, not only for September 21st, but throughout every day, throughout every time. And I think this is part of what we did last year, Dr. Ada. A lot of our delegates went with Dr. Ada to our New Jersey policy leader over there to start peace conversation in the community. You can see the picture right there. All right, we started peace building. I won't go through all the word of the slides, but peace building is one of our agenda. How do we do this? We do this in order to address violence, domestic violence, sexual violence, verbal violence, physical violence, and we see all the things that are going on in the world. And this is part of why we have to make sure that 1,000 women in religion for global peace stand on peace building activities in our individual chapters. I will escape this slide. How do we make peace possible as an organization? We started training peace mediators, peace facilitators among women and girls in the community. We started building sustainable solutions for peace, and we connect everyone involved. For example, Masha Barbara is in Nigeria. She's connected to Masha Charity right there in Jos, and another of our leader in Jos as well. So we bring people together, not only for Christianity, all religion. This means that our voices needs to be heard, and we lead this initiative so that it can drive all our actions across the globe. We started on the work for peace education, and I will talk about this later on, how we partner with Seeker, and I know that Barrister Devon is here to discuss about this. So last year, September 21st, exactly a year, we went into partnership with Seeker, and I'm really blessed that this is going on. Because of the pandemic, we have not done much activities about peace education, but Seeker has provided us the opportunity that we can build peace curriculum where our marshals and our women and men can also attend, to attend the classes, and they have graduate courses as well on peace and also on chaplaincy and honorary doctorate. And you can see some of the graduates for this program already as part of, that is Masha Rosemary right there, and I'm also part of it. Last year, the three of us was awarded honorary doctorate degree. Please clap for us, we did well. All right. Going through the peace building education as well, let me go through this quickly because of time. Our Gateway Agenda was launched in 2019. That is our magazine right there, and we have combination of everybody across the world right there at the UN. And this is our Masha Barbara from Nigeria, the one that actually make these today activities happen, breeding peace and prosperous future. These are all our colleagues in Lagos chapter, Interfaith Peace Education. And not only that, we affiliate with, women and men in Air Force, police, Navy, and co to actually disseminate the agenda of peace across the world. One of the programs that Lagos chapter is also doing is Peace Rally. You can see her there. She's very, very active and very engaged. Again, this is Lagos chapter as well. Then I will go into the northern part of Nigeria where the women are experiencing violence at a higher level. And this is Jos chapter. Thanks to Pastor Charity for leading the cause of women at the Jos chapter and helping us to sustain women education on peace in that level over there. They normally gather together to educate women, young girls as well, regarding peace. And my next slide is about harmony activities, peace and harmony activities, where we gather women together just to talk about peace and harmony, how we can improve in our family, in our homes, and in our community. This slide shows the chapter from Togo led by Masha Blessing Inya, and using all the educative activities and strategies to teach women about peace initiatives in their home. Again, Togo chapter also included young girls in their training, and these are the young girls from Togo. And this is our Kenya chapter. You can see all of them right there with Masha Dorcas. They have done a lot of activities. We will give her a little time to speak about that. And here again in Nigeria, this is Oyo State chapter, going about a woman a day outreach in the community where they try to speak to women across the community about peace. Not only that, they also distribute gifts and medications for women that their children need medication and they are not able to buy it, so we support them in that avenue. Now, Oyo State chapter, there's a lot of domestic violence around some communities there. So this particular slide that you are looking at is one of the chapters day in domestic violence prevention. And in this particular one, we have to include the men because everybody has to understand, peace. Either, you're a man or you're a woman, so that our homes and families will be at peace together. Oyo State chapter also did some COVID-19 initiative and palliative for those that are in need during this pandemic period. Not only that, Part of the UN agenda is leave no one behind. We also reach out as 1,000 women for global peace to the less privileged in the society. You can see a lot of these people are the people that we take care of monthly in Oyo State. And we also have India chapter, Youth Peace Education and Empowerment Program. Hopefully they will be able to join the link to join us this morning. We also have organized peace movement. This is before the pandemic in India. And you can see a lot of people that we are able to reach out to in India for that peace movement. Not the least, also here in California, we partner up with community outreaches. Wherever they gather in California to do community outreach, we find ourselves to go there so that we can talk about peace and help them as well in the matter of women. Again, this is California chapter Peace Talk. I know I have less minutes, but I'm almost done. This is who we are at the beginning 3 or 4 years ago, and we have grown and we will continue to grow. We will not rely on others, but we will just go ahead to network with people across the globe. I want to explain to us that peace is internal. Peace is the key ingredient to happiness. Peace is what we need right at this current time. If we want to be the change that we wish in the world, we need to use the peace within us. And thank you, everyone. That's all. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Toyin, for that wonderful insight to the activities of 1,000 women. This shows that 1,000 women has been out for the mission they signed in to do. 1 woman a day, and peace talk, meeting up women as we are supposed to do. We also forgot to know that we also get into certificate programs with Saika International University and seminary on peace building and UN Security Council 1325. So, and more other things that will go. So the train is moving, but the output, the result, the outcome is still yet to be visible because the train is still moving, it has not rested. So I thank you, Dr. Toyin, Dr. Lawa. Toyin has already.
It's okay.
So I thank you for your insight and leadership. It's not easy to lead this kind of vision, but trust me that the end, you will say, yes, I've done justice to what God has called me to do. And it's also an eye-opener to some of us in the ministry that our calling is not only aligned to the Holy Book, whether it's a Muslim or whatever religion. We are also out to do other assignments for the kingdom we assign ourselves to. And that is why we are favorably in partnership with the Saika International University that has been encouraging the work of 1,000 women in ministry. So you hear from the Pro-Chancellor, who is also here with us. So I thank you so much. And without wasting more time, I want to call in Her Excellency, Dr. Monica Sanchez, to give us the keynote speech. And is trying to look at the, Dr. Monica Sanchez is a visionary for culture of peace. And she stands in a better position to give us a keynote speech on women in religion and shaping peace together. I call Dr. Monica Sanchez, the founder of Miss CARICOM Foundation International and president of UNESCO Institute for Fashion Education.
Greetings, good morning. How are you, my fellow panelists? It is always a privilege to participate in programs such as these. And I just want to say congratulations to the journey of women in 1,000 women in religion. Peace Justice Strong Institution which seems to be your concept of working your program now, women in religion. I like to say women with spirituality or women in spirituality. Women has always been in religion, even though the meaning has not been the same. Women's home is their church, and their home contribute, each home contribute to our communities, building that communities. And that's why I like to say women with spirituality. Women globally show their commitment to peace, justice, and strong institution daily. As mothers, you try to guide your children and your family in the best path, their journey to exhibit spirituality. As a child, as a girl child, your path from girlhood to womanhood leads you down a spiritual path, because the challenges you have to deal with and the strong character you must build in this path. We know that the path from girl to womanhood is laden with bias, abuse, unequality, sexual issues, social issues, financial issues, and of course, spiritual issues. So this is why I like to say women in spirituality. We are now grateful that COVID-19 has spotlighted the role of women and girls in spirituality and in religion. We know now that education is the key, not only talking, but listening, action, because women play such an essential role in this world. Women are the backbone of society. We are there on the forefront. We lead and we follow. We know how to lead and we know how to follow. We know how to set examples and we know how to follow examples. It is such an important part for us as women get together with other women, because I think part of our issue is that women has, in the most part, support and build men, not other women. We have supported and built men. Society is set up in such a way that a woman stands behind a man, so she's more focused on that man and building that man. I think the time has changed where women need to support other women. Women need to stand with, in front of, and behind other women. I think the spirituality journey or the religious journey for women now must take on a different role. We must listen, we must talk, and we must take action. But most of all, we must focus on women, young women, old women, middle-aged women, all women. We need to shift the focus from having that central leader figure of male to realizing that we need self-care, self-interest, and self-motivation and self-expression. So today, in my message of peace, justice, and strong institution, my message is to other women: recognize yourself and recognize your role as a woman. We need to value our own strength, our own intuition. So I thank you so much for this opportunity to be on this program today. And I want to say again, congratulations. And thank you so much, Dr. Ada, for setting up Root Sisters Fellowship, where I think that women in spirituality has really had a presence in Root Sisters Fellowship, because it's not religion. I think people get a little off track when you say religion, because women has always been spiritual creatures, like I said, in their home, in their own homes, in their father's home, in their boss's home. Every present that women have on earth has been a spiritual journey. And so thank you so much. And God bless you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Great job.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Monica Sanchez. I know as someone who is committed with peace and also enacted an action on culture of peace through Miss Caricom Foundation International at the United Nations. and moving it all to the 6th region of the planet. So it's been a wonderful hearing from you, talking about character of women. I let you know that Dr. Monica Sanchez had been an enabler in encouraging women. So she believes on strength of women, and she has lived to continue to encourage women based on her experiences as a woman. She uses that to encourage women to sit up to what they are supposed to do. So it's very nice that Dr. Sanchez, you were able to let us know about the powers of women through spirituality, and also education is very, very important. So I thank you so much for this time. And I put, you wouldn't want to hear that I put her out, I think about 20 minutes to 11 a.m. for this program. Anyway, she taught me how to do fire brigade approach. So I'm glad she's also accepting it. So thank you so much. And without wasting more time, I'm glad the speakers are maintaining to 15 minutes. So those, if you see 15 minutes, I'll show you a yellow hand on the screen and then you stop. So I want to invite our Mama. I think you should be able to introduce our Mama Kumaris, because you know her more than myself. And she has been a mother and instrument to 1,000 women in religion for Nigerian chapter. So, Masha Barbara, please.
Madam Olamide Brahma Kumari, she's a member, the coordinator of Brahma Kumaris in Lagos. They call the place Lighthouse. They are into giving knowledge because they believe giving knowledge to people in their home, in their society, outside the world is service to man. Because they believe service to man is service to God. And what they are doing, they are just like Reverend Sisters of the Catholic fold. So they are doing a totally selfless service by giving knowledge, spiritual knowledge to people. They don't have any other duty than doing that. So they are also into some of the United Nations program. I remember the first Peace Day we had, 2018, right? 2018, yeah, she was here. And the old mama, almost 90 something years, she came all the way from the lighthouse to give us some talk on peace. It was very interesting and marvelous. And she really honored us for coming that day. So today she's here. She was so excited when I told her she would be one of the presenters for today. And she said, I'm happy anytime you call me. Right now I'm in India, but I'm going to participate in it. And I'm so happy she's here. Thank you so much for coming, Flying Angel. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, Dr. Ada, Divine Sisters Toy, Sister Doreen, Brother Kemor, and Sister Barbara, and wonderful speaker, Sister Monica, and Dr. Diana, Sister Shola, Dr. Devon, Sister Laila, and Brother Felix, Brother Devon, Brother Fawad. All of you distinguished panelists and all the honored attendees, I share greetings of International Peace Day. I seek permission to put my video off because of the net issue. If I switch on my video, then the audio also will get weak and I will get disconnected. So with your kind permission, I would like to speak without the video part. But later, I would share and I will take all your smiles as your videos are on. It's a really pride and privilege for me to be in this August gathering for the purpose of peace. We all love peace. We all want peace. We want peace in mind, peace in our hearts, peace at home, peace in relationships, peace in our interactions, peace as a solution in every situation, then we are all waiting that someone will bring the peace, something will cause the peace. But when is it going to happen? As we meet, as we talk every year, actually, we have to become instruments to bring peace. Very rightly, Sister Toy said in the beginning, peace is something which is within. So here the understanding is, number one, I want peace. Number two, I do this and get peace. Number three, I sustain my own peace. Number four, I am peace. All the four dimensions are different and contradictory to each other. Any one is the right one. Now the question is which one? Then I sustain my peace will become wrong. So the right choice starts, I am peace. Very sweet effort by paying an attention within, not to think negative, not to think under the influences of the inner vices. Human beings are a package of both positive and negative. But as a master, we have a great choice to innate. If you choose the inner negativity, then that will be in action. Then there is no peace. Inner positivity means to be aware about my innate qualities, specialities, virtues, values, and inner powers. When I'm aware of them, I'll be able to manifest them. I'll be able to make them and put them in an active mode so that they come frequently in action through my vision, through my attitude, through my actions, through emotions, through my perceptions, in all that I am radiating and abundantly blessed with. That is number one. The foremost one is peace. I am a being of peace. I am a light of peace. Number two is love. The love will be unconditional if the peace is accurate. Then with this unconditional love, I can emerge the unlimited happiness which is inside. And when unlimited happiness is in action, then what comes next is wisdom. Wisdom, that is just nothing but truth, which can guide us in the path of righteousness. When the wisdom is there, then I get the power, because not to do wrong, no matter what the circumstances might be. When I have the power, when purity is there, then we experience bliss that is supersensual of the self are available in everyone. Like the 7 colors in the rainbow, the 7-star constellation in the sky, the 7 days in a week, the 7 notes in the music, there are 7 qualities in the self with which we all are made with. Is our inner personality, inner character, or inbuilt thing which we carry as travelers. So first and foremost, peace. Rather thinking I want peace, if we start our journey, I am peace, things will change and will become, and we will master it very soon. And this technique of mastering is called as meditation. Meditation is a word which has come from a Latin language called medere. This Latin word medere means to heal. So it starts with the mind. And in ancient Indian language, it is called as yoga, Raj Yoga. The yoga means communion, connection with the Supreme Source. So meditation means connection with the Supreme. I am peace. I'm getting connected with the ocean of peace. Of course, we all are doing so many good things to so many people. And we have such benevolent thoughts for everyone and for the whole world. It's just that whatever we do, we just have to pay attention of being in awareness that I am peace. Whatever little things we are doing, with that consciousness that I am peace, we can bring peace into this sound world. So meditation is the only way to calm down the inner screaming mind, because today's human being is creating more than 90,000 thoughts per day. So 90,000 thoughts means chaos. Peace means less of the thoughts. So the slogan of the organization of this meditation is think positive, think slow, think less. The lesser that we think, the more the power of the mind and the more the power of peace of mind. I think because of the net fluctuations, I would remain and stop at this point by conducting a minute of silence guided meditation. In fact, I have lit a candle. This is a light of peace for all of you. I present this light to all of you and take a small pledge that we all pledge for peace. No matter how anybody is behaving with me, no matter how situations are all around me, I choose not to blame anyone. I choose to practice peace. I choose to share peace with everyone. I appreciate, I don't mistake anyone, and I empower everyone with peace by being connected with the supreme source of peace, the supreme light of peace. I invoke God's peace within me and spread the light of peace wherever I am with my mind, in my vision, in my action. I choose to only practice peace. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. With this, we can heal the planet, we can heal the world, we can heal the broken hearts and hopeless hearts, and we can heal the relations, and we can create a better world, a world of peace and love.
Thank you so much, Olamide, for that wonderful inspiration on peace. You've been able to tell us about the 7 qualities that are inbuilt in us, which is rooted on the 7 colors of rainbow. And you also, through your presentation, we made to understand that peace has to start from us. You know, that's the power of mind, is you, starting from you. That whatever situation is, though you look at yourself, don't blame anyone. And through that, you can be able to reach the community, reach the people with the message of peace. I think this is a very wonderful issue, and you have already been able to bless us with a light of peace today. So I think we have really benefited from your presentation. In spite of the fact that network has been trying to disrupt us, Olamide is speaking to us all the way from India, but we are able to challenge it. God is able to, because we are talking about peace. So we thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. And we do believe that your inspiration and your understanding of peace shall continue to be a cornerstone, even along as we carry the 1,000 women in religion along. Now that you are in India, I'm giving you an assignment. We need a country coordinator for 1,000 women in India. So, because we want to establish a global event, because we're looking at global peace. So we don't just want to stand in one country. So that by this time next year, we will not only have Nigerian event, we have events from other countries to admonish peace and to showcase what we've done in the past 1 year on peace. So I thank you so much for your presentation. We are moving on. Remember, we will not exceed later than 1:30 from this program, because I'm adding 30 minutes because we started late. So we want to call in Ambassador Felix is Koroma, is an international lawyer and security expert. We all know security has to do a lot with peace. So we'll hand over to Ambassador Felix Koroma. Thank you so much.
Let me join other speakers in thanking 1,000 women in religion for global peace. I also want to thank every other speaker that have spoken before me. I'm very applaud with regards to the topic. I take pleasure when it comes to women issue, and I feel it is but a global trend within this new world order that women should take a center stage. So I'm very happy to be part of this panel. I applaud all the speakers before me, and I know that those after me will do justice to the topic. Of course, peace by itself is an innate thing that requires positive energy. It helps to share out your light to others by making sure that others benefit from your surrounding. That is what you can give out as character, what you can give out as an ambience, within the ambience of your very self as a person. When you are able to give out perfect peace, it means you have created the environment for others to thrive, even you yourself. So that is very much, that is the more reason why peace is very important. And I believe that as society, as homes, as community, we need peace, because otherwise development will not be able to foster. Homes will not be able to grow, children will not grow in that home. At the same time, countries will not progress. So that's why peace is much more relevant when it comes to the topic. And when you shift the topic further to say women taking the central role in peace, I believe it's a key, because women are people who are very sensitive to issues within their surrounding. In their homes, in their societies, and in their communities, they are very sensitive to issues. And so for most times, you realize that whenever women are around, they can pick up things that men couldn't give heed to. That's why it is very key for women to take a central role in terms of building peace. Our society has always shown the has neglected women in peace issues. But I believe that if they had actually, in all cases, emphasized the need for women to be the leaders of peace, then you realize that we have a perfect world. Men often show strength when it comes to issues that have potential to create chaos, and women are very calm in addressing those issues. So looking at the topic, women in religion shaping peace, I believe that it is but necessary in terms of all its forms. We all seen these days the way women are taking the lead in terms of becoming political figures, presidents, as well as leaders in their various communities, pastors, of course, in education, they're also thriving. It shows very well that with all of those characters, they do not want to be left behind, as the past SDG says, leave no one behind. So these are all the key points why I feel that this topic is a just topic. The panelists have actually done their best to show how far they have gone to give out their output in terms of what they have been doing and what they have done with regards to peace issues. I feel like we cannot live in a perfect society if we fail to give out outputs that can allow others to thrive. And the religion is one key aspect that can play that role, because all of us are tied up with religion. We are tied up with religion because it is a place that shapes our moral character. It is a place that gives us what we actually owe, or what the Creator has already endowed in us. It's awakening it for us to see where we're going. So when religion becomes a key in terms of fostering peace, and women who are very calm in the way they address issues and are very tactical, I'm sure we'll be able to have the answers in terms of the wars that are going on, in terms of other issues that are going on within the globe. I'm sure we'll see a positive change in our entire ways of life. I feel like we need to do more, especially us who have been leaders in various aspects. Need to do more in terms of bringing more women on board, for them to show their potential and making sure that changes do occur. We have seen women leaders throughout the world, and religious women. They have done so much in making sure that their society are very peaceful. Take, for example, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was the president of Liberia. A war-torn country, she becomes president. Throughout her tenure, she ended up living there, very peaceful. These are all characters to show that women can do it if they are given the chance and opportunity. So 1,000 women in religion for global peace, I'm sure you're on the right track. This topic is very, very much in place because it's endowing us the character of our survival and the character of our development. If we are to develop as a family, if we are to develop as a community, if we are to develop as a state, peace is required. And it is an essential product for every other thing, because it is only when the soul is calm and it is full with positive energy that humans or people could be able to effectively enforce what they desire to do. So I believe that the topic is actually, for me, it's a wake-up call. It continues to speak aloud with SDG 16. In other words, it continues to emphasize the need for us to see that if we are to live in a perfect world and for our lights to shine upon others, peace must be the key, so that at the end of the day, we could be able to enhance the development of the world, we could be able to enhance the survival of our race, we could be able to enhance all other things that may follow with it. So I feel, if I may, at the start, give my own opinion on the topic, I feel we are doing just to ourselves by identifying a very sensitive topic of this nature, which is women in religion shaping peace together. I'm sure we are on the right track. If the world is to move forward, it is now time for us to give peace a chance. It is now time for us to avoid the current show of strength, the current ways in which we have identified things to solve, solutions to solve the problems. We must look at religion as a key instrument to solve our problems, because every man is tied up with religion. Even those who do not believe that there is a God believe that society requires peace, because they know that their existence will never be in any way effective if peace is not within the society they live. So that's why I feel like we us putting women in front and making sure that religion play the key role in our activities, I feel we are doing the right thing and we are on the right track. So that's why I was very pleased, Ada, to be part of this topic. I felt so, like I said, I almost forgot that I should be part of it, but I had to let go everything, like you said, the fire. Is it the fire approach, fire brigade approach? Yes, I had to use that approach because I felt that this topic, I cannot go by without being part of it. Trust me, it is very important. Whenever it comes to women issue, I say yes to it. When it comes to religion, I say yes, yes, yes to it. It's also, I believe that you're on the right track. Your organization is doing extremely well. I saw the presentation by Dr. Lawal. I'm sure you are doing a very good job. Keep it up. And by extension, I'm very proud. I want to thank you very much for allowing me to be part of this conversation. Thank you very much, Ada.
I can now believe that some people are encouraging fire brigade approach. Thank you, Ambassador. I think it was last night that we concluded this. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ambassador Felix will be able to tell us that women are taking the center role on peace. And I think this is very, very vital, because in my ethnic group where I grew up with, I see in times of conflict, family issues, women are brought. It is women that are brought to look at it. So we are not trying to force this assignment on us, but we are trying to encourage women that we have an assignment in the community. And women in religion are even stronger in responsibility, because I would prefer to listen to somebody from religion than from somebody from the other aspect of life. So we have more responsibility to do. And Ambassador Felix is also encouraging us that through religion, we can see positive change. And religion is key, and women are very tasked. Women are very, very important if peace must take place. So as we go along, whether you are a minister in any form of religion, or a religious leader, or an imam, or whatever you are in any religion, understand that the message of peace has to go on, and that is even stronger weight that when it comes to the religion. So we thank you, Ambassador, for that wonderful input. And
welcome.
want to tell you that very soon, during the next CSW, we are going to bring you in as one of our marshals to continue to direct us accordingly.
I'll be honored to.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Without wasting more time, we are moving on. The program is almost done. I want to call Her Excellency Ambassador Laila Rahul, all the way from UAE. She's a powerful woman. I have to pull her out from her program with the Queen of Sheba in South Africa to be able to speak at this event. So thank you, Ambassador, please. And
it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and peace and love. This is our symbol always for globalization, because today diversity, inclusion, unity in humanity, we have to be global. That means we don't believe in passport, color, skin, or how much money you have, your degree, your intellectuality. We believe in the heart and peace you have in your mind, because we are human beings, and that's our goal, because we are humanitarian and we're dealing with all the nations. So today, if we are talking about the peace, first peace is us. We have to find it in our heart, in our life, in our people, in our community. And then we serve peace outside. That's why it teaches us Islam. Islam and all the religion, I'm sure all the religion. No religion say kill, hate. They all say love. When we say love, it means peace. So today, the peace has become an engagement and dialogue. And we have to work on that piece to have on that subject and to go directly to the goal. A woman in Islam, when it's come, we cover ourselves, we cover our beauty with the reason to have peaceful time. No one will look at our beauty, is only for one man. And that is by respect, that the peaceful way we see the women in Islam. Second, the subject of the peace, how women, it's been leaving the fingerprint in not only Islamic women, all the women. We raise children. We work in same time. We do our homework and work outside. So that's need from us a lot of peace and passion and to be really quiet. So we go from that peace, which is personal peace, to the peace dealing with humanity, with the people outside. And the women is leading now the diversity. We are leading a strong platform and delivering strong message, sustainable to everywhere. Islam is one of the value added, and he mean it in the book and also in others books of religion, peace. We have to have peace with the people, with the religion. We have to be tolerant. We have to do, even now in the new technology and society and all these technical things, networking. If we are not having that networking in peace, we are working together, Jewish, Christian, Buddhist, atheist, Hindu, all the religion we're working together. So how we cannot build that peace? So to empower women and to empower children and to empower the youth, like what we are doing in our organization. We're going to deal with different nations. We're going to deal with different color and religion. So women was the first making that. So thank you so much for this. I was brave because no time, I have to run again to my other speech. I love you, and peace and love to everyone. You are the best. You are the change maker. You are the challenge, and you are the vibration of positive on. Thank you, Dr. Ada. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, everyone. I did hear the speech of the first person she speak about meditation, and she gave me peace. That's why I stayed. So I will light the candle today of peace for all of you. I love you. Thank you again. Bye.
Wow, we love you too, Your Excellency. We love you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were able to make this injection into this program, because Her Excellency said that she did not prepare, that she cannot. I said, please just come. Let me see your face.
I cannot tell you no, because you are my mentor and my inspirator.
I see her face in a different form, because she has been able to tell us from the voices of women that we have responsibility. Women have responsibility,
Your Excellency Ada, I am proud to be with you, and I see how a lot of work you do in peace and smile, and that You're my mentor and you are our guide and you're our president, and I'm proud to be with all of you. Sorry, I did not prepare the speech. You give me surprise. So I say what I have in heart.
Thank you so much. Thank you
to
so much
everyone.
for that wonderful introduction.
I have to run. Sorry. Huh? Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. So we are able to learn from Ambassador that we need to work together, no matter the religion, no matter which form you are as women. We need to work together. We also must be tolerant. You know, that is why we have that responsibility, because if you are not tolerant, you can never be an ambassador of peace. At times when I see some people put ambassador of peace in their name and I feel they are not tolerant, they are not accommodating, they are not compassionate, I said, so why are you ambassadoring? What are you being ambassador for? So we must, as women, have it in mind that it is important we are tolerant, we are compassionate, and we work together. Thank you, Ambassador Laila, for that injection. Without wasting much time, I want to call Ambassador Fawad Ali Langa from Pakistan. Ambassador Fawad is an educator of peace, and he is a peace ambassador and has been addressing SDG 16 and then youth and peace in youth forums. Ambassador Fawad is also the External Affairs Director for Center for SDG Global Education USA. Ambassador Fawad, you have the floor.
Thank you very much once again, Dr. Ada. As always, you prepare such kind of a platform that actually touching the heart. All those issues, especially the global issues, you are catering, you are gathering the gems of the people, you're gathering and putting them into one platform and creating a great awareness into the global issues that the world is actually facing right now. And one of them, of course, on the day of the peace, of course, is actually the center of right now is the actual value of women. I'm going to start with the quotation, actually, which has actually been addressed by the former Secretary General of United Nations, who addressed in the Security Council. Secretary General Kofi Annan actually said during the session of the Security Council, 8 March 2000, he actually stated that women had proved instrumental in building bridges rather than walls. They had been crucial in preserving social order when communities collapsed. Conflict resolution and prevention called for creative and flexible approaches. In all these areas, we have seen examples of women playing an important role. He further added that yet their potential contribution to peace and security was still undervalued, and they were still underrepresented at the decision-making level. Ladies and gentlemen, on the day of the peace, we have to actually more emphasize and bearing our mind and more focus and give the values to the one of the best creature of God and to Almighty, that is the woman, who is actually starting as our mother, then as our sister, then as your wife, and then as your daughter. That is the importance actually of being a woman. However, if we move forward with regards to the peace and security side, and of course, referring to the SDG goal number 16, that is promoting peace and justice. So if we just see the international recognition and the acceptance of women's inclusion in the peace building activities has really increased globally, I must say. When it comes to the policy of a framework on a women, peace and security that began with the adoption of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 back in 2000, which has been followed further by 6 other resolutions on women and peace building. 3, while a consensus among international actors has been built around the need to involve women in peace processing more proactively, their experiences in both peace and conflict remain largely unnoticed by the international actors and policymakers, unfortunately. For instance, it is remarkable that more than a decade after the adoption of that United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325, women have actually participated as a great negotiator, as a great bridging, as a great catalyst in peace agreements in only 9% of cases, less than a third of agreements that has been actually signed during this period contain and the references to the gender side. Moving into that, today, if we discuss about and if we see the fact every day, hundreds of civilians, including women and children, are actually killed in armed conflict despite the protection under international law. If you refer to the Goal 16 itself, what does the goal say is all about? Promote peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. But the question is why? Why? People everywhere need to be free of fear from all forms of violence, no doubt, and feel safe as they go about their life, whatever their ethnicity, faith, or sexual orientation, if we talk about. Conflict, insecurity, weak institution, and limited access to justice to remain threats actually, that is to sustainable development, I must say that. In 2019, the number of people feeling war, persecution, and conflict exceeded actually 79.5 million, which is actually the highest level ever been recorded. And believe me or not, 1 in actually 4 children continues to be deprived of a legal identity through a lack of a birth registration, often limiting their ability to exercise rights in other areas. Now, if you compare with the current problem, that is a global pandemic, the COVID pandemic actually threatened the amplified exploit, fragile the situation across the globe. What we really need to address, that is something very important to do so. What we really need to work into, all women need to be able to turn to fair, effective institutions to access justice and essential services. Without these, definitely instability and injustice is spread, and discrimination is perpetuated, going to be a lacking, both sides, developing as well as the developed countries. However, a variety of institutions continue to fail women and girls, especially through impunity of a gender-based violence. This denies the reality that almost half of all women victims of international homicide in 2012 died at the hands of an intimate partner or family member, actually. Where conflict strikes, men are more likely to die on battlefield, but a disproportionate share of women will be targeted more into the sexual violence. Among other violences, and homicide rates among women typically rise, even though the gender dimensions of a conflict are actually increasing, well documented, along with the women's wide-ranging contribution to peace processes that women remain poorly represented in formal mechanism for negotiating and sustaining peace. However, if you just look into the broader picture, whether in global, regional, or national government side, women tend to be unrepresented in the governance of institutions. This is the discriminatory, ladies and gentlemen, but it is also entrenches gender disparities, I must say, during times of war and peace, as
Hand up.
women voices go unheard decision making, unfortunately.
Round up.
Today, as this initiative has been put forward, no doubt with the support of all amazing ladies, champion the idea by itself, Her Excellency Dr. Ada. This initiative will definitely going to give a great voice to all our esteemed women who actually need an opportunity, who actually need a platform to come up with that and help themselves and provide a great opportunity to the entire community. Thank you very much, Dr. Ada. Thank you very much for this amazing platform. We all are working together to provide side by side an amazing voice to all our amazing women. Thank you very much. May God bless you and may God bless to the entire world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Fawad, for that wonderful exposure into the role of women, reminding us that women are great catalysts on peace. And we are also have the responsibility of building bridges in order to experience peace in our community. Our role, of course, is very important. But the question I keep asking my fellow women, do we realize that we have an important role to national development? So, and just as the former speaker mentioned, and also Dr. Monica Sanchez mentioned, our responsibility on peace starts from the home. And Olamide said, starts from you, ourselves. So it is an integrated responsibility. And FAWA has been able to give us insight on SDG 16, 1325, peace building, conflict resolutions, and all those policies that UN has established in order to be able to do peace. That's why for us to be knowledgeable in all these things is the plan to have a peace training section, a diplomatic peace training section in November, which myself and the global president are trying to package with SAICA International University to have a day peace training education that will give us an in-depth knowledge on all these policies on peace. Because what we need to be grounded, we need to be knowledgeable, we need to be educated to be able to reach out. So thank you, Ambassador Fawad, for that injection. And without, again, not wasting time, thank God we are moving. We have three more presentations, and then we close up. I want to call His Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Devon Bannister, who is the Pro-Chancellor of SAICA International University and Seminary. Ambassador Bannister, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ada. Let me say a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are. Hello to every one of you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ada, and Dr. Toyin for putting together this meeting here that all of us can come together and to voice, let our voice be heard when it comes to peace, and then at the same time when it comes to women. You know, indeed it is, it's something that we all have to take into consideration. It's something we all have to look at. We know that in the beginning, God did create the heavens and the earth. He created man, but then he saw that man was lonely. He saw that man just walking around that garden there by itself. He needed a helpmate. So God basically said, hey, I'm going to give you a helpmate, and that's a woman. And we need to remember that women are vital. I myself am reminded every day by my wife that I play a very essential role in your life. Likewise, she played a very essential role in my life. And then when it comes to my mother, I have to remember that she of herself plays a very and vital role in my life as well. So we have to stop taking women for granted. Why am I saying we're taking them for granted? God has given them a unique gift. As men, we have unique gifts as well, but the way in which we have to look at it, it's two different blueprints, two different architectures coming together to construct one building, to construct a house. And as men, yes, we have our blueprint, we have our way in which we want it to go. But then when the woman comes, she have another way. She have something else to go with it. But when two compatible individuals come together, two compatible architects come together and bring two compatible blueprints and put them together, you get a much clearer picture. Because what you might miss it on your blueprint, the other party have on their blueprint. And that's the same way how it goes when it comes to peace. When it comes to finding peace, yes, as men, we have our voices. We know exactly what we're looking for, but we could only see it from one angle. We could only see it from one perspective, one point of view. But then when you bring a second pair of eyes, and especially if you bring a mother, she will see something that you didn't see either as a father or as a single man, or even as a husband. But when you bring a female, when you bring a woman, you are saying to them, hey, your voice can be heard. You know, the former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says the urgent drive to bring women into their rightful place at the heart of building peace and security must never stop. He said this in 2016, in October. You know, we have to allow that to manifest. We have to allow that to manifest, because stopping women from voicing their opinions, from being the agents that they are, from being the supporters that they are, from being the leaders that they are as well. Look at how things have turned. Look at how things have changed. Before, in the past, in government, you had primarily men. Look at what we have today. We have a lot of women leading. Look in the church. Before, in the church, you had primarily men, especially in leadership roles. Look at the church today. You have a lot of leaders who are women. And I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of those women they're doing exceptionally well compared to men. Sometimes it's our ego as a man that we allow to take the rightful place and take the front line and thing. I'll try my best to hold back certain things, but this one I will not hold back. You know, I went somewhere once to speak, and I had to make a presentation to a pastor. I'm saying a pastor because it's very bad when you look at it from the church perspective, from a religious perspective. And the pastor himself was about to get something, and I said to him, I said, you know, based on checking your wife's record, your wife also carries the same thing as you. How about if I propose a recommendation for her? The man said, no, she cannot get what I have. She cannot be where I am sitting. Then what is the point? Then what is the point of the two of you being married together? What is the point of the two of you saying you're building a house together if one architect is trying to pull the other architect down? No, it wouldn't work. You wouldn't find peace in ways like that, because now you're opening a can of worms so that your wife of herself now can hit you, can attack you. You're opening your home so that the enemy itself can come in and you can't say anything. So you, as men, we have to give our wives that rightful respect. We have to give them that voice, allow their voices to be heard, allow them to show their true potential. One thing with me, I allow my wife to show her true potential. I tell people straight, and I'm proud of it. I am proud of it. But a lot of men, they say that they are proud, but they are not proud. They're intimidated. That's the reason why it's so difficult. It's so difficult for us to accept. It's difficult for us to accept a woman leading us. Now, we have to vote when it comes to elections. But if the men don't want to run, if the men sitting in the parliament or the Senate are not speaking up for women, for children, for everything, for peace, then how do you expect to get it? But then here it is, a mother is speaking up, because you see, a mother feels the pain. She knows the pain she has to go through in order to bring forth a child into this world, be it a male child or a female child. As men, we don't know that pain. So when certain things begin to happen, the women now, they see and say, hey, peace is needed here. So a woman driving that horse, a woman leading that courage, so that we can be able to get that peace that we're looking for. Sometimes as men, you're intimidated.
No, Judy, chicken and turkey.
I say, don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated by it. Be supportive of it. Be supportive of it, and allow yourself to be used, and allow your wives to take that place and to go forward. Allow them to take that place and to go forward. When it comes to unity, you know, interestingly, I am Guyanese by birth and by nature. And one of our former presidents had said this in 1988. He says, in multi-ethnic society, countries such as Guyana, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago, it is necessary to fight against racist ideology and racial stereotypes which were created and fostered by the capitalist or colonist ruling class and later exploited by self-serving politicians. It must be recognized that whatever our racial origin, we have a common heritage. Our forefathers, regardless of ethnic, religious, and cultural differences, watered the sugar cane with their blood, sweat, and tears. Women also played a part in that. Women of themselves, although also worked. Because while as men, we might go out into the marketplace, we will go out into the field, we will go out and kill the meat and bring it home, and then the wife will prepare it. But you have single homes whereby the woman goes out and she's the one to find the meat and then still come home and prepare it for us to eat. In countries today, there's so much unrest. There's so much fight from the politicians right now. Politicians, hey, a lot of you think that you are working for the people, but if you're working for the people, then you will call a spade a spade. You will call wrong wrong, and you will call right right. You will not sit idly by and allow things to happen. In my own country, Guyana, that I'm from right now, there's so much unrest going on. There's so much things going on. There's a lot of killings going on already. A lot of kidnapping, a lot of injustice that's taking place. In every single, I don't care which side of the aisle you sit, here in the United States, the same thing. It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you sit. If we're saying that, hey, my job, my role here is to be an agent of change, is to bring peace. If I say I'm representing my constituents, if I say I'm representing this home, then what I want for myself, I must want for others. And as the Pro-Chancellor for Psych International University and Seminary, as well as the ambassador to the United Nations representing WULMAI, we have partnered with 1000 Women in Religion and a few other organizations that we can be able to help to eradicate poverty, to bring change to the world. A lot of organizations out there are doing exceptional job, phenomenal jobs. And we are committed to helping these organizations and to partnering with these organizations so that we can be able to develop and nurture agents of change. I always say determination and perseverance is great gain. Determination and perseverance is great gain. That's what drove me until this day, and is what's continuously driving me. We decided to partner together and to work together, bring training. We have people from all walks of life, all kind of organizations, all kind of individuals, qualified and unqualified. I say unqualified because you'll be surprised to know the things that the unqualified can do that the qualified cannot do. But we take the time to qualify you. So as we harness together our forces, as we harness our strengths together, let's come together and let's speak up for women, girls, men, and boys, everyone around the world, so that peace can reign, so that peace can be our portion. No one wants to know that we are sleeping in the middle of the night. One classmate of mine once, when I was in high school, he was sleeping on his couch. And just like that, he rolled off his couch. The moment he rolled off his couch, a bullet went straight into his home, straight into the same couch, the exact area where he was lying. Now imagine if he had stayed there, he would have died. All because of unrest, no peace. We have to find means and ways. We have to find a common ground. Put aside our differences. Put aside whatever is bothering you as an individual. If you can't act and work to bring peace together, then step aside and let someone else take the place. If you're not willing to do that, then other members of your party, other members of your organization, other members of your group, other family members in your home should come together and let you know you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not doing what you're supposed to do to drive peace. Because we cannot say that we want our women. We cannot say we want our mothers. We cannot say we want our daughters to live a peaceful life when we are not contributing to it. Thank you very much. Dr. Ada, back to you.
Thank you. My boss, this is my boss, so I will not talk too much. So, Dr. Bannister, thank you for that. And I'm not going to apologize for waking you up, because this is your responsibility as our boss, as our pro-chancellor, and our mentor with regards to 1,000 women, and also as a marshal. So I thank you for coming in to support and to always be there as expected. Dr. Bannister has reminded us that women are essential. Women are very essential to, and we have an essential role to play, in the life regarding to peace. So we don't have to, there's no much ado. We don't have to do much ado on this. We are very, very important. All we need to do is we women to understand that we are important to peace building and development. You also want to know that, let us know that the world is still taking women for granted, but we women shouldn't take ourselves for granted, because when they see that we are not taking ourselves for granted, then the game will be finished. They will stop the game, because we are serious entity before the eyes of God, and we were created for a purpose. I always tell, whenever I speak on things about women and gender equality, I always challenge the audience that if God did not create women, when he created Adam, he would have stopped. But he looked at man and found that man is incomplete without women. And you can see when the man woke up and saw a beautiful woman by himself, he was excited. He was happy. He was pleased with God. So we have a responsibility, and we need to understand that process. And by that principle, we need to grow to our responsibility. We should equip ourselves, empower ourselves. We should work together to be able to solve these issues. So this is very, very important. And peace, world must start from us. It's a challenge, and it's called for a rethinking about us. We have to rethink of our roles to be able to do what we got to do. So thank you, Dr. Bannister, and please don't go away, because as our boss, as our head, you have to do an important aspect of today. We are going to inaugurate 4 chapters. Inaugurate 4 chapters, and I want to call you and Dr. Toyin to please. I don't know if the media director to put 2 of them out together. Please, is it possible? Dr. Bannister and Dr. Toyin, because we have 3 chapters to inaugurate, and I'm starting with the first one on Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leone, we are calling on Marshal Doreen Barry as the national coordinator for Sierra Leone. I want Dr. Toyin to present her to the presenter, and Dr. Bannister will inaugurate the chapter. And after, we'll send you a certificate signed by the Dr. Bannister and Dr. Toyin. Thank you. Dr. Doreen, are you around? Can you show yourself, please? Please, the media, Tony, if they show themselves, please let them show on the screen. Yeah, so Doreen is a journalist and an activist for elder women in Sierra Leone. And I tell you that she heard about what we are doing, and I brought her in this morning. We spoke at 4 a.m. American time, and she's willing to accept to coordinate a whole country of Sierra Leone as a national coordinator.
Great job.
Dr. Toyin, over to you, and present her to Dr. Bannister for inauguration.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ada, and all the panelists and all the participants. On behalf of 1,000 Women for Global Peace, I welcome Doreen Barry, especially for this occasion, 2020 International Peace Day, to be our national coordinator for Sierra Leone, and also as a marshal for that country and for 1,000 Women in Religion for Global Peace. Welcome.
We present you to Dr. Bannister to please officially inaugurate her.
Maureen Barry.
Doreen Barry.
Sorry. Marshal Doreen Barry, National Coordinator for Sierra Leone. On behalf of Psych International University and Seminary and Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministries, also known as 1,000 Women in Religion, do you accept the charges of becoming the National Coordinator for Sierra Leone to serve with excellence, to lead with excellence, and to be a partner and the agent of change when it comes to the work of peace? So today we want to welcome you as one of our national coordinators for the chapter in Sierra Leone, and we do wish you all the best and great success as we continue to work together.
Thank you very much.
Oh, welcome her with clap of hands. Thank you, Doreen. You are welcome into a family of women in religion with responsibility. The whole country of Sierra Leone is under you. You have to grow up your chapter, build up your team that will help to become the ambassadors of peace in Sierra Leone. So when you are ready to inaugurate your chapter, just give me WhatsApp text. We'll get there for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
thank you.
You will get to know the global president, Dr. Toyin. Her information is on the chat group, and Dr. Toyin will you get to know her, you get her information as well. So incidentally, she is going to give us a media press on this event as a journalist after the ceremony, and then we'll take it on. So thank you so much, and please give her a chat, congratulatory chat on her name at the chat box. Send congratulations to her. Thank you so much, Ambassador Marshal Doro.
Thank you.
So from today, always ensure that you are referred as Marshal. Marshal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We get to the next country, which is Nigeria. We have to bring in Marshal Barbara Imonion. Yes, Barbara Imonion, please, where are you? Can you come up? Barbara has been working as a coordinator. She has been so active. In fact, for this event, she gave me no peace until I established this event. So Marsha has been active and she has distinguished herself. Yeah, so Dr. Toyin Dawal, we are presenting Marsha Barbara Imonian. She was at the UN when this chapter was inaugurated. She has been doing community peace in Lagos, and she has been trying to raise membership for this 1,000 women. So it's time we inaugurate her fully as the national coordinator for Nigeria.
All right. On behalf of Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministry and 1,000 Women in Religion for Global Peace, I hereby present Marshal Barbara as the National Coordinator for Nigeria. Welcome. Congratulations.
Yeah, Tony, can you bring her up?
Marshal Barbara.
Yeah, I'm here.
As the Pro-Chancellor.
I'm here.
As the Pro-Chancellor for Psych International Seminary and one of the advisors for Tabernacle Worship and Prayer Ministries and 1,000 Women in Religion, do you accept the charge of leading the Nigeria chapter as the national coordinator to serve with excellence, to serve with truthfulness, honesty, and dignity?
Thank you. Thank you.
We didn't hear your response.
Yes, I got a response.
Oh, okay.
So today you are now officially the Marshal and National Coordinator for Nigeria. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the club. Dr. Ada.
Yeah, thank you so much. And welcome, Marshal. You've been doing a lot, but to whom much is given, much is expected. I expect more from you from now. I want to see 1,000 women in my village in the Southeast Nigeria. I want to see 1,000 women in Abuja. We have our media director in Abuja already. We want to see 1,000 women in Chibok Girl Zone, you know, the Boko Haram zone. So we want to see 1,000 women across Nigeria. We want to get the train moving. So I thank you for your efforts and commitment to this, and I'm not afraid of what you are going to do. Thank you so much. We want to bring the next country, Kenya. Kenya, and we are, Dr. Lawa, I'm presenting Marshal Dorcas Parrott, who has also been with us since 2016. And from presentation, you have also shown what she's been doing. And we want to officially commission her to take charge of the country, Kenya, for 1,000 women.
Marshal Dorcas Parrott, National Coordinator for Kenya. Do you take the charge of being the coordinator, the national coordinator for Kenya as the Marshal, to serve with excellence, to serve with dignity, to serve with honesty, to lead the people of Kenya along the route of peace for women and in Kenya? I don't see her, so I don't want to assume anything.
Okay, so Dr. Vanessa, I present Shola Ayodele to you, and Dr. Lawa will receive her introduction.
Stand in the gap. and vow and pledge that she is willing to serve with excellence, with dignity, with honesty, and with truthfulness towards the movement of 1,000 Women in Religion for Peace?
Yes, she will.
Thank you very much. Please extend to her our love and our gratitude and our thanks for serving. And to all of the others who have been inaugurated today, thank you very much for stepping up and taking the charge. We look forward to your diligence, your support, and your work and your hard work in driving home peace when it comes to 1,000 women in religion, and not just women alone, but peace at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Banissa, and that's why I always call you my boss, because you're always doing the responsibility of a boss. We appreciate you and we thank you for being always there to encourage us, to mentor us. To the new chapters, you see that when Dr. Lau was giving her speech, she referred to some countries and their activities. We want it to start now. And we want to also let you know that November, precisely at that 20th or so, we have a day training on peace and security with Saika International University and UN Women Training Institute. So we want you to get ready to get your people to participate. So the action has started, and any country that is ready to get the chapter launched in the country, just give us good time, 36 hours, 46 hours, and Dr. Banista and Dr. Toyin will be there for you. So thank you, and we encourage you to do the job. Remember, we are looking at the women in religion, not Christian women, not Muslim women, but women in religion. So expand their horizon to include women in various religions. And by God's grace, in February 1 to 7, the UN Week for Harmony Week, we will all tend to be there if Mr. COVID rests in peace. So we want to encourage ourselves that more is out to do. Please make out your time to look at the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action document on women and peace. It's very vital because Beijing is 25 years being marked this year. Get yourself knowledgeable about the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action on Women and Peace. Get yourself acclimatized with UN Security Council 1325 and the UN Sustainable Development Goals 16. These are very, very important because they reflect the agenda sensitive and they carry on the gender equality and role of women. So we want to do more and we want to have more knowledge. And these are basically the areas for the training in November. So thank you so much for your acceptance. And I will pray that God will continue to lead you and do something all right. So without wasting more time, we want to call on Marshal Barbara Ido to do her very first assignment as a national coordinator for Nigeria, because this event is aligned, is a Nigerian chapter event. So Barbara Ido, can you give a call to action? And after that, we'll have Mr. Anthony Ugo to give us the closing remarks.
I want to appreciate you all for celebrating the compassion, caring. So we have a lot of duty to play apart from like the mothers parenting from the home. We must show because of the maternal instinct in us. So we must go on out in expressing this love, caring, compassion to the whole world, at home, in a society, in anywhere we find ourselves. We find that we say women are the queen of the world. They are the salt of the world. Why do I say they are the salt of the world? Because women, today, when you cook a food without a salt, that food will not be sweet. That's why I say they are the salt of the world. So we have a lot of duty to play by going on out So through our word, our thoughts, and actions, by expressing this unconditional love, that love that has no reason, that love that has no season, that is totally selfless, that can reach the downtrodden, the helpless, the sick in our society. So you find that God has given us this energy to go all out, to serve selflessly. And you find that partnering with 1,000 women in religion for peace has really brought a lot of satisfaction to me, because that's the only joy. When it comes to activities like this, I find I derive some satisfaction, some joy in me. So these are the things we women should come out and do. We must live an allied and integrated life to be able to, fulfill this word peace. Peace is not something we pursue. Why do I say peace is not something we pursue? For instance, when a butterfly, you are trying to catch a butterfly, what happens? The butterfly, you try is you see, as you are trying to chase the butterfly to catch the butterfly, it flies away. Then you find that when you relax, you are sitting down, and that same butterfly you are trying to chase perches on your shoulder. What does that mean? So it's an action that will make us to experience peace. Is the resultant character, our action, our word, our thought, our action that will allow us to experience this peace we are talking about. Because we are all embodiments of peace. It's in us. It's something we experience through our action. So we intend to go all out to reach the women, the girls. The women are the grassroots. Wherever they find, in any culture we find, whether we have so many languages, the culture in Nigeria here, we have a duty to play by trying to understand the mother tongue, bringing these values of truth, love, right conduct, peace, and non-violence to these women, to these girls, to eradicate poverty, because we have a goal to to achieve by the year 2030. So these are the things.
Masha Barbara, there is something like radio or something on. That's why we are having repetition of what you're saying.
Okay, the other computer, sorry.
Yes.
So we must, understand these values of truth, peace, love, right conduct, and non-violence in order to achieve this goal. By 2021, February 21st, we intend to organize a summit to bring in students to introduce these values so that in their own language, we call it mother tongue, so that they can really understand how to, experience these values you're talking about. So all out, we talk about religion. You can see women all coming out to talk about peace. That is religious tolerance. Peace today, we can find that we are all embodiments of peace because of the maternal instinct in us. So we go all out to express this love, unconditional love, to achieve this peace, that peaceful coexistence, so that there will be peace, love, joy, harmony in the whole world. You see, we have the Christian, the Hindu, and the Hindu and the lady from the Islam have just spoken to us about peace. You can see that they are all interwoven. Everything about peace, are all interwoven, and they have just spoken just rightly about peace. The Christians collectively, they realize the importance of woman because they pray to God. Holy Mary, pray for us. So Holy Mary, pray for us because they realize, because it's the mother that take your problem to your father. And as he takes the problem to your father, your problem is as good as solved. That's the power of a woman for you. Then the Hindus pray like Sister Gautam Olamide, the lady from India, talked about peace. They pray, Samasta Loka Sukinu Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukinu Bhavantu means peace to the whole world. Each time she comes, she greets people, we say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti means peace. So we are all saying the same language in different religions. So that is to tell you that there's nothing like religion but love. So what we are practicing is love and nothing but love. The Muslim will say Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar means God is great. They are not seeing because they worship a formless God. Even then, they are not seeing a form, they still believe God exists. That is, God is great, Allahu Akbar. So nobody can fathom the greatness of God. So mothers out there, sisters out there, all women, we should come out with this energy God has given us to express this unconditional love so that we can express peace, love, joy, harmony, and peaceful coexistence in our home, in our society, and the world at large. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Wow.
I want to also appreciate Dr. Doris Hampton that I invited. She's in Ohio, and she's also one of the participants. I also want to appreciate Dr. Benchukura, Dr. Maria Ekpeyon, and these are members. I've mentioned about 1,000 women too. They are from Satyasai Education in Human Values. They really appreciate us today, and they came in all out to celebrate Peace Day with us today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I also want to thank Global Marshal Juni Okika. So she's been so wonderful, and the president of 1,000 Women in Religion. She's a mother indeed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So we'll all go all out and know that we have more duty to carry out towards fulfilling the goals we need to, all the objectives that have been set out by the UN by the year 2030, so that all these negativities can be eradicated for us to achieve this goal, so that there will be peace, joy, and harmony in the whole world. Thank you.
Hello, Doc. Please, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So I want to thank you, Marshal Barbara. You've done so well to take the lead, especially as the national coordinator for Nigeria. You have already told us that you are already prepared. You already have a date for event. Wow. Please, can we just clap for her? So it's very, very wonderful to have you in our midst. And on behalf of the Global President, Dr. Sajat Lawal, of 1,000 Women in Religion, I want to thank you all for coming and for accepting to lead the countries. We have added in our database Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Kenya, and California, United States. So it's a good thing. We are still moving on. We still have a lot to go. The UN is talking about 193 countries. So we just started. We have not even gotten there. So we want to encourage you to do more so that by this time next year, we will have to bring in more coordinators. So without wasting more time, again, I would like to call in the Director of Media and IT to Center for SDG Global Education, Mr. Anthony Ugo, to give us the closing remarks.
Thank you, everyone, for your awesome time you've given us today. I have learned a lot about 1,000 women in religion. It's been a great event. So many speakers, so many contributions from all over the world. It's been so impacting. Thank you for all your efforts you're making in your various places to see that peace reign in our society. Thank you also for being the eyes of God in the world to make sure that humanity see peace and love. Women are very great. There is a saying that in every successful man, there is a woman behind. And I have never heard that in every successful woman, there is a man behind. That means that women can do exceedingly great. They can do it more than men if only they understand. So I want us to keep the action and the fire burning as we have all input so much today. By the time we put together the contributions, the suggestions, and all that have been inducted into the family to go into action, it might not longer be 1,000 women in religion. It might also be 1 billion women in religion because the action will be massive right from here. So I want us to be very, very encouraging. Men like competition, especially when they see that women are succeeding. So don't be surprised if men also, begin to imitate from women. But I want the women to set the pace. Our mothers are great. Our wives are awesome. And women are doing a lot in the world for peace to reign, knowingly or unknowingly. Thank you so much for bringing out your time today to participate with us. And we hope this is just the beginning for 2021. More to come from all these that we have discussed. Thank you so much, all the organizers. Thank you. Thank you, the new people that have been inducted into the family. Thank you, Dr. Ada, for being heard and being all awake. Yesterday, we are all here for over 6 hours, but you never relent. You still come over again and we start pushing. Thank you, Lawa. Thank you, everybody that has made this to work. Dr. Ambassador Bannister, thank you. You are always, behind the wheel, running things for us to have a good program. Thank you, Ambassador Fawad, and everybody that have made this program awesome. We wish you good luck in your various endeavor as you work and campaign for peace and build women in our society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, and thank you for what you are doing, especially to ensure that our media is not is not left behind. You see, when it was 11, I was having problems getting in. He strived to get me in and make sure that everyone that wants to come in is in. So we thank you so much for your continued support. And I believe that by this time next year, you register your daughter, who is just 3 weeks old, as a member of 1,000 women. So without saying more, without wasting time, and to thank everyone, as he has said, we want to also let you know that membership, we are on the 1,000 women drive in religion. So membership is open, and get to us. My WhatsApp number is 646-413-4329, and the email is also shared on the chat box. Get to us, you want to join us, and we'll add you and keep the train moving. We want to have 1,000 women in each country, that's 194 countries. So by the time we raise this, I want to see how peace will be a problem, or knowledge of peace or conflict will continue to come up among us. So we have a responsibility. Register your daughter, because we have 1,000 women in religion for peace club for the young ones. Register your daughters, Rosita, you have sisters, and the men here bringing your wife. You want to get the train going. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. The membership is awesome. And people admire us even when we come together at the Women Community at the UN. People really admire us. So join the train, and I mandate the countries to keep up. By this time next year, we want to have more country coordinators. Thank you to SICA International. After this, we'll come up with the training program for November, and we'll let everyone know on peace. Thank you, and happy Peace Day. Enjoy yourself for the rest of the week. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much.
Mr. Anthony, can you give us the bell again as we log out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Press. Dr. Charity.
Oh, Dr. Charity did that. Oh my God, I didn't know she.
Yeah, she's there from Jos.
Wow, from
we
Jos.
have a lot of people from Nigeria.
This Charity, can you say something? Just say hi. Where are you?
I am here. Really good to be with you today. Just amazing work that is being done already. I was on the UN Global Compact program that is going on, began yesterday, ends tomorrow. And in the women's panel, they shared that whenever a woman goes between men and women, when men go to apply for a particular job, they only look to make sure that they can make 60% of what is needed, while women wait for 100%. And every time you wait to be great, perfect, you miss out on every opportunity that you do not get. And so I'm just loving this and looking forward to seeing how I can add value. I am most passionate about developing leaders, and this global pandemic has shown us that women are so important, if nothing else. And so I'm excited for all of the work that you're doing. Your Excellency, Dr. Ada, amazing work. Everybody that has been inaugurated today as a marshal, congratulations. Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Devon, thank you so much for all that you do. Tony, thank you so much for all of the work that you get to do. We are so blessed to have you. And so I am so excited. Ambassador Toyin Lawal, really great to meet you and to hear all of the work that you're doing. I love Nigeria. I miss traveling to Nigeria.
Let's go.
But I hope when we get there, we will get to meet and do a lot of work. And so I am really blessed by what this is. And more than anything, we are always facing in the direction of our belief systems. And if we can always remember that, then we can begin to make the necessary improvements, adaptations, and build towards what we're looking for. Something that in my belief and in my relationship with my Heavenly Father, 2018, January, he asked me, how are you using your brands of faith to become and to provide solutions to the things that you're complaining about? So it is not enough to complain. Don't complain about where you are. Pay the price for where you need to go. So I will close on that. Thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Ada.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's good.
Ambassador,
powerful.
Thank you so much. You're always an institution. Thank you so much. So, Tony, can you give us the peace bell? Thank you, everyone. And next time, Dr. Lau will give us lunch, even though it's a Zoom. Okay. Allow us hear the message as we go out.
It's an aspiration that is only as strong as our conviction and only as durable as our hope. It can take decades, even centuries, to build peaceful, stable societies. But peace can be squandered in an instant by reckless, divisive policies and approaches. 75 years ago, the United Nations was founded with the overriding goal of preventing war and promoting peace. Since then, we have deepened our knowledge on how to fulfill that noble mission. We have solid evidence that human rights, respect for the rule of law, access to justice, and opportunities for all are the building blocks for peaceful society.
Today we stand separated and masked.
Hello.
The pandemic has brought unexpected levels of misery and hardship to many. But it is the most vulnerable who suffered most and still suffering, both in conflict and at the hands of this disease.
Thank you, everyone. May the Lord bless you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bless you too.
Blessings to you.